How to lose fat. Now, 13, when I was 13 years old, I was very chubby and I had like a fat belly, and I was honestly I was very sad and anxious and depressed, and I had a lot of health problems, and I used to get sick very often. I just hated myself. I hated my life, and it stopped me from a lot of things. I wanted to be a football player. I couldn't because I was fat. Wanted also basketball. I wanted to be a basketball player. I couldn't because I was very fat. It stopped me from a lot of things, and it made me just so depressed and sad and anxious, and I just hated it. I hated my body fat. So I went onto YouTube and I searched how to get a six pack, and I found those very clickbaity six pack workouts, and I kept doing them consistently, but it didn't work at all. And I was actually doing them very consistently a lot, but they weren't working at all. In fact, they were making me gain even more fat. And that made me just so demotivated because I was putting all this effort. And I still I didn't lose any fat. Because I was simply playing the wrong game. Losing fat comes down to a very simple concept. It just comes down to information. I lost a lot of fat from when I was 13 years old, not because I'm more hardworking than you, or I'm this Sigma Alpha grind set guy. It's just because of information. It's just because I know something that you don't, and I will say it in this video, and this will make you lose fat. I'm telling you. So after I got really demotivated, and I got very sad, and I still had that fat around my belly, I told myself I'm going all in on this, and I have to lose this fat. And I kept researching this. I kept researching, and of course there was a lot of BS. There was so much BS information, do keto, carnivore diet, but I found the key to losing fat, the primary scientific thing to losing fat, and this is what I'll talk to you about in this video, which is a calorie deficit. A calorie deficit, basically eating less than what you currently eat. So when I heard this, and when I heard that this is the only way to lose fat, is being in a calorie deficit, I instantly looked at how many meals I was eating in my day, and I found that I was eating 3 meals in my day. So I told myself, and I was going to school at that time, I will not eat breakfast at school. At school, I won't eat. The whole school day, I won't eat. And when I come back, I'll eat lunch and then I'll eat dinner. And what happened? Of course, it was very slow. The process was very slow. But it made me lose a significant amount of body fat. Now, I want to talk to you, and right now, because of my metabolism is very fast, I can lose weight just like this. I could I could get into a calorie deficit, and I will lose fat in 3 or 4 weeks. I will lose most of the fat I have. Because I understand this concept, which is be in a calorie deficit. Now, I'm gonna tell you, because of course you've heard all this advice about calorie deficit and eat less than you do right now, and it's true and it works, but I will tell you the way to just make this so much easier. Now, of course, you know that the calorie deficit is what makes you lose fat, but there is a way to literally make it impossible, physically impossible, to not lose fat. Which is, and this basically goes in line with the calorie, it's tracking your calories, and this is what I'll talk about most of this video. because this is literally the key. And I got this from More Plates More Dates, Derek from More Plates More Dates. If you track calories every single day, it is literally physically impossible to not lose fat. It is impossible to not lose fat if you track calories every single day consistently. Yes, it's boring. Yes, it's like boring and you have to search and all that, but it's really easy, and it will become a habit over time. You'll get used to it over time. And when I was like eating less food than what I did today, when I was eating less food than like the story that I just said, when I was like not eating breakfast at school and I was just eating 2 meals a day, I tried this and this made me lose fat way faster, because I was tracking everything. So basically, you track it on an app called MyFitnessPal, and when you like log into the app, they give you like a little quiz to see how much is your maintenance calories, and you can track like every single day, and every single day you like basically you put in all the foods that you eat. Like, this will be very boring at first, but it will become very fun over time, and it will become a habit over time. And I promise you, bro, this will make losing fat way faster. Way faster. So basically, like, losing fat just comes down to 2 things. Eat less meals, see how many meals you eat normally in a normal day, where it could be like 3 meals. Like, see a week, see how many meals you eat in that week, and reduce it by 1. If it's 3 meals, make it 2. If it's 2 meals, make it 1. If it's 4 meals, make it 3. Reduce the amount of meals you eat. That's the first thing. And the second thing is track your calories. If you do these 2 things, it will literally be impossible for you to not lose fat. And I know how much it sucks, and you just hate it when you have that belly fat and like you're not attractive. You like, everybody's like making fun of you and you hate how you look. You get out of the shower with that belly fat and it sucks. This is the key to it. There's no bullshit. Reduce your meals and track your calories. I want to explain a simple concept for you here, which is, I want to talk to you about, this is basically all losing fat comes down to, is calories in and calories out. Now, if your maintenance is, for example, 2,000 calories, that's your maintenance, that's how much you eat every day, for example, then you eat in 2,000 calories and out is 0. So this way you're not losing any fat and you're not gaining any fat. You're just maintenance. Okay, you're the same way as you are right now. Now, if we remove this number, and your maintenance calories is still 2,000, but we make it 1,500. You're now eating just 1,500 calories. You're tracking your calories. You're eating less meals. So you're eating just 1,500 because you removed 1 meal and you're tracking all the calories you're eating on MyFitnessPal. So you're eating just 1,500. I know it's flipped on the camera, but it's 1,500. Now the calories out is 500. This is what a calorie deficit is. So if this is happening, you are losing fat. Alright? So this is basically what losing fat comes down to. Calories in, calories out. And how do you achieve this? By the 2 main tips that I gave you. Reduce your meals. Remove 1 meal from how much you're eating right now. If you eat less meals, you will lose fat. It's that simple. This is why every single like skinny guy who doesn't have any fat around him is very slim, and they also like, this is why all the lean like TikTok boys are very lean, because they literally, they don't eat a lot. They eat less. They eat less, which makes them lose fat. This is why like the very, very skinny guy, he might be in your family or your friend. This is why he's so skinny, because he doesn't eat a lot. And the same thing with a fat person. Fat people are fat because, just like me when I was fat, because I was eating a lot. It's so freaking simple. Like, the science is so simple. If you eat more, you will gain more fat. If you eat less, you will lose more fat. It is that simple. Okay, so if I just want to get you, I want you to get one thing out of this video. To lose fat, simply it just comes down to reducing your meals, eating one less meal every single day consistently, and tracking your calories. It's that simple. Losing fat is that simple. I promise you, if you do that for a month, you will lose at least 1 pound of fat. I'm telling you. Right? I hope this helps. And I know how much it literally like sucks to have that fat around your belly, and it sucks and it's demotivating. But I promise you, if you track your calories and you reduce your meals, you will lose that fat. Hope this helps. Love you, bro, and I'm rooting for you. Peace. Take care.